That is an overhand. An overhand is a technique used in boxing and MMA where we punch from above, moving down below. Now, there's a difference between a regular jab and cross, which are straights, the hooks, left and right, that come from the side, and the actual overhand, which comes from above. There's a couple of things that are important for doing a proper overhand, and it involves moving your entire body and not just the arm. Let's start with the arm though, so we can move down the body and see where the actual caveats are at. So if we do a proper overhand, let me use the rear one, so actually my right hand right now. What we want to do is rotate our arm. So we want to come from high and move down below, and while we do so, we rotate our arm inwards, which means that the elbow is going to point upwards. Yeah, so that's the overhand. You can also do an overhand without rotating your elbow like this, but you will feel that you miss some power. The actual rotation of rotating your arm inward actually helps in getting more power and more speed in the overhand. So while we do this motion, get familiar with doing the overhand and coming from high down below. There are some other things that involve your full body that make it more powerful and make it just land better. So first and foremost, what you want to do with an overhand is end up slightly lower with your center of gravity as where you start from. So my center of gravity right now is about this high, and as I move the overhand, I'm going to go down lower. One tip or trick to actually make sure this happens automatically is to rotate your hips and move the rear foot to the ball of the foot, like that. And while you do so, let me show you by using my left hand, while you do so, also make sure that you get out of the way from any incoming punches. And so don't just move down, also move to the side. So don't just move down, but also move slightly to the side. And keep your guard up as you land those overhands. The hip rotation is very important in getting a proper overhand done. So if I would do it without hip rotation, just like that, or with hip rotation, you can see that I'm landing a lot more power in the punch simply because I'm putting my entire body behind it. Now, getting overhands done properly is challenging, but definitely the front one, so the lead overhand, because you have a far smaller trajectory of motion. So you need to make sure that you really use your body to the fullest to get this one done properly. And rotate your hips. Make sure that if you move out, you can use the ball of your foot. Keep a guard. Get your center of gravity down. These are all factors that are really important to land a proper overhand. Now let me show you a couple done right, using my right rear and using my left front hand. And so from a fighting position, doing an overhand real quick, goes sort of like that. Using the front, rear. So those are overhands, and normally they don't come in isolation. So you don't just do an overhand, but when you see that somebody is dropping their guard or slightly widening it, opening it up for you. Yeah, you do a jab cross, you see that they're opening up or dropping their guard. That's when you come in with the overhand. Then make sure that you use your combinations properly.